Questions with Nate Chappell, Finn Hammond, and Johnny Fisher.
So, the way the several questions work is that basically we found a machine in the woods called the Questioneer 5000 that was evidently engineered to generate infinite very silly questions, and Johnny, Finn, and I have misplaced my glasses, so it's harder to read this intro. But we are gonna answer these all one by one. By what's that? One. Let's okay. By one. Here's the first question. How do you spell anecdote?
ANECTDOTE.
What?
Is it ANECDOTE? Anecdote.
Got it. I thought there was a T in there somewhere. I think of antidote.
Mm.
Good job, Johnny.
Good job, Johnny.
That's
I got a
what you
sickness.
get when you've been poisoned.
Not just the numbers guy anymore.
Letters are the numbers of words.
Letters are the numbers of words.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You heard
true.
it here.
You heard it here worst.
Why don't we have an introductory segment where we kind of prepare questions? Like, Johnny, I heard something interesting happened on Thanksgiving.
Oh boy, did it ever.
There we go.
What?
Oh.
See? He bit.
Yeah, that's true. It works. That's a new format thing. Okay. So we do a talking thing and a spelling thing too. Is that in? I'm just trying to jot these all down.
Yeah, we spell.
So there's a new spelling segment.
It would be like, oh, I heard you can spell anecdote.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
We also get interviewed for a long time before the show.
Oh, like a pre-interview? That can still get you pregnant.
You think so?
Yeah. All right. First question.
Would you prefer a very bright light on you all the time, a very loud noise blaring near you all the time, or constant goosebumps?
All right, let's eliminate the obvious one, the loud noise.
Wait, did you say eliminate?
Let's eliminate. This is like an eliminate situation, right?
Right. Classic eliminate.
Yeah.
Eliminate.
So I want to do with all three: goosebumps, perpetual goosebumps, loud noise, and bright light.
In a bus, right?
They get sent home in a bus or something.
No, I think that's next. They're in a bus. I think
Next.
The date on a bus.
Who's on? I'm on a bus too.
shit. I'm on a
Some
bus.
date this is.
I do think it takes place on a bus. Am I thinking of Next? There was an MTV show called Next. That definitely the people would be in the like the bullpen was on the bus. But then the actual dates, I think there might have been actual dates.
Let's see.
But I don't know about eliminate now if I'm just jamming the bus thing in. But where else would they be?
The beauty of eliminate is you know what it is just by seeing the title. You don't know if a bus is in there.
No.
But I remember a lot of it just by the title.
So anyway, going forward,
So I want to do with
process of elimination.
elimination. I don't think I'd be able to connect if someone's making a loud noise. I think this would apply to like a kind of a real world eliminate situation.
Sure.
Like I can't hear what anyone's saying. Can you go home on a bus or something?
So you've kind of modified this question a little bit. You just presumed an eliminate theme. Like if you were on eliminate, I like it. I mean, I do like it. I like that you've made it more specific. You know,
I don't think I could handle.
they say specificity is the
specificity.
eyes to the soul.
Oh.
What? Okay, so what were we saying?
Get rid of in any situation, whether it's road rules, eliminate, blind date,
The Bachelor in Paradise.
Bachelor in Paradise, Golden Bachelor. I would definitely Golden Shower. Get rid of the noise first. Then the bright light. I think I'd just ignore if I had goosebumps all the time. I think they just turned into my normal.
You don't think you'd get colder a lot easier?
Oh, you think goosebumps make you colder?
No. I mean, But
Or
maybe you would be a little more
assume that
sensitive to it.
in order for that to be true, you have to then, like what they didn't tell you is that you're also going to be a bit cold all the time, or somebody's going to be tickling you a little. What other things give you goosebumps or
What? I don't
chicken
know what
skin?
it is.
You don't know what it is? Goosebumps? You never had them?
I've had them, but what's the science behind it?
Oh, here's the science behind them. You've come to the right place. When a man and a woman love each other very much.
I'm listening.
Well, you really are. He finally put his headphones on. We've been trying to get him to listen to the podcast live for years. He just occasionally chimes in, and we just have to let him because he can't hear us if we tell him to stop. So this is really great. I'm listening. No, I don't really know. I think it has something to do with your hair follicles. I think it is a response that to both cold and fear, because what it does for your fur, if you had fur, is it would make your fur stand up straight, so you would look puffier, and you would be puffier to be warm. You
can get goosebumps for good sensations too.
You don't think it's like tapping
like
to
what?
Like if you see a song or see a movie that's powerful.
Yeah, but I mean, I believe those powerful feelings are tapping into something that makes you feel.
There's
that
fear
taps into
behind
your
it.
safety. Yeah, there's you're still tapping into some sort of feeling of the continuum of safety and not safety, and I think that might be what you're doing. You don't think so?
Yeah, no, like your nervous system.
Give me an example when you get goosebumps, John.
Eating some chocolate.
You get goosebumps eating chocolate?
No, but I mean, you could.
No, you couldn't. That's what I'm saying. So when do you get?
If it makes you feel good, then you could get.
No,
chocolate.
I don't think things that. My argument is that things that make you just feel good aren't things that give you goosebumps. I don't get goosebumps from feeling good. I get goosebumps from not feeling bad. In other words, like feeling really safe or moved by something, or the chill, the eerie sensations is what gives me goosebumps. So what gives you goosebumps? I'm actually asking. Johnny Fisher, what gives you goosebumps?
What makes you tick? Is there a movie? Is there a Disney movie?
When I have to pee, I get goosebumps.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm gonna puke, I get goosebumps.
There is no rhyme. This is kind of my theory of goosebumps. It's all over the place. Why is it when I have to pee? And why is it when I'm scared? And why is it when I contract a disease from a goose?
Well, yeah. I'll answer that last one
That
first.
one.
Yeah, I know that one. That one's just like that's a skin. That's just a rash.
Oh, right.
But
Why
the
is
other
it
ones,
shaped
because if you're cold, it's so that it puffs up your fur. It doesn't help you, but if you're scared, it's so that it makes you look bigger to your enemy.
So it's the equivalent of like a cat puffing up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But what makes Johnny still hasn't answered the question. I kind of feel like maybe he doesn't get goosebumps. I'm going to watch you for several months.
I get goosebumps when I get chilled.
When you get chilly?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's for your fur. To make your fur stand up, to keep you warmer, to make the insulation more effective.
It activates your nervous system. So
My nervous system?
I would, for the sake of science, have goosebumps all the time. So you guys could, so I can put it under a microscope. So
I guess do you I'm just trying to think if the feeling of goosebumps is bad or good or neutral. It feels weird. I don't really like having goosebumps. It weirds me out. I can feel that I have goosebumps, but I guess your point is that you just probably get used to it. See,
yeah.
So I would pick bright light because I love how I look in sunglasses. So then I would have like a good excuse to constantly wear really dark sunglasses. And everybody would be like, wow, that guy is cool and well lit. He's cool and warmly lit.
Oh, I didn't think about that. You kind of look all the time. You look like the main character.
Well, maybe. They didn't say where the light would be. What if it was under your chin? And you look like you were telling a ghost story all the time.
That's right.
And then everybody else would have goosebumps. Did you ever
That's
read
right.
Goosebumps? Do you guys read Goosebumps?
I did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
I don't think it wants
Can you tell me some of the
Watch the
stories?
TV show.
Yeah, you want to know?
No. Is that R.L. Stein?
Oh, think of this. Think of the scariest
watch-
thing you can imagine, and
Yeah.
then dilute a lot
Yeah.
Okay.
by like for make it for children.
Okay, so it's like just really watered down blood.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, next question, please.
If you were on Jeopardy, what would your introductory anecdote be?
Can you put questionnaire put this in the form of a question?
Oh,
Do I answer?
Yeah.
I think
This
it
is-
is in the form of a question.
I have an answer.
Yeah.
But why would you
Form
put
of
it in the-
answers that way?
Oh, is that how it works? I forgot how Jeopardy
Right.
worked there for a second. We're doing reverse Jeopardy.
Oh, nice. How disorienting.
This anecdote is the one you would use for your introductory segment on Jeopardy.
There we go.
What? Who is Johnny Fisher?
I don't think that's it. I don't
Yeah,
think that's
no?
the question. Who is Johnny Fisher? This anecdote, I can't say that word.
Anecdote. I'd probably say that I like rocks.
It would be a rock story, you think?
Yeah, it'd be like a
you have
rock.
to come- I
Like,
think
hey,
you
you
have
ever
to, like-
seen this? I bring a rock in and be like, check this out, Alex.
Do
And
they
they'd
ever
make 'em come
bring
over.
in things?
Yeah, am I allowed to prop?
No.
Oh.
No.
What if it's just in my pocket? They didn't know.
You should take it out
I
of your
just
pocket.
pull it out.
And then
Yeah, I'm
then
like, hey, check
security
this
comes,
out. He
like, rushes
tackles
in.
me. He's got a gun. It's just a rock.
It's just a gun-shaped rock.
It's a cabochon.
What the hell is a cabochon?
I feel like you can mine this podcast for
What is a cabochon? this.
One of the question.
Yeah. This rocks. So you do something about rocks.
Yeah.
Something about Mary.
Probably.
What about when you fell asleep in a tree? Or
What about it?
England. Those are good.
Yeah.
You have a little
I feel like
rapport.
I like rocks isn't an anecdote.
Well, I would say, hey. So
Oh, what's up?
the thing about me
Oh,
is I like rocks. So come over here and check this out. And I pull it out.
I
And
don't think that's how.
you come over and I'd get like a close one-on-one with Alex. And we'd
The ghost of
bond
Alex.
over this cool rock that I had. That's what would happen.
I just don't think that's how the segment works. I think they have to write it on a card beforehand.
Oh,
it
well,
says
I'd
here you
probably
like-
write.
So it says here you like rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Then it would go
And
as
you're
Johnny
just like,
said.
mm-hmm.
I'd
That'd
freeze.
be amazing if that was your whole thing.
Yeah.
You wrote down on the blue card. It says here that you really like rocks, and you're like, mm-hmm. Just smile and nod. Okay, and we've got Derek Johnson from Tuskegee. I don't know. I can't think of a single city.
Good luck against Derek. Johnny.
Springfield.
Springfield, Oregon.
You have to give them. It's like you have. Their anecdotes are never fun. It's always something boring, but with a kind of an arc to it.
Mm-hmm.
Ones that stand out to me is this one time this girl was on TV, and Alex Trebek had to act like it was exciting. And I'm like, and my parents recorded every time the commercial aired.
Oh, was it the moment that she was on Jeopardy?
No, I mean I
No,
can't
that's-
imagine what this would do for her. But yeah, they're never. They can't stand out. I think that's part of it. It can't be like amazing.
Otherwise, it'd be on Celebrity Jeopardy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Maybe that was what she was saying. I bet the setup was like, it says here this isn't your first time on television. I bet that was the setup.
Probably it exactly.
You're right.
Oh my God, is she here? Is she here, ladies and gentlemen? My anecdote would be,
It'd be about.
I don't know,
Flash.
it'd be kind of funny if you just made one up.
Look,
So,
yeah.
it says here that you used to dress up like me for Halloween. And I'd be like, yeah, I used to put a fake mustache on and I'd tell everybody answers. And I wore a suit just like you and like show a picture of me completely nude in the bathtub. Like, why are we showing this? And I'd be like, I don't know. Ask Johnny. Then Johnny's like, rocks.
He's like, oh, you guys are
And then
contestants.
Derek's like, could we get on with this? What is going on here? Things are really fucked up today.
So impatient.
Just play the game.
Can we just play the game, please? I thought this was Jeopardy. That's it. Whatever Johnny Gilbert said.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's still doing it? Is he still the voice of Jeopardy?
I wonder.
I think
Well, maybe we
they're
can
going to
find
get
out. Who's the host now?
Kid Cudi.
Is it two hosts? Is it really Kid Cudi? It's not Kid Cudi.
No, it's Ken Jennings. And then for a while, and I don't know if it's still true, but there was like a primetime version occasionally that was Blossom hosted. She, in her opinionation, the sun was going to surely shine.
In this host's opinionation, the sun.
What kind of a weird Jeopardy category would this be?
Blossom.
Like, I mean, I guess you could do like, oh, Blossom. I thought you were going to say, I feel like that would give it away if the category was Blossom and it was like this Jeopardy host. Yeah, the answer to all of them is Blossom. Right. What is Blossom?
That's the answer to all of them.
That's the answer to everything as far as I'm concerned. No,
Just Blossom.
What would yours be, Finn? Do you have one? A real one? Like, what's a real story that you would set up? I can't think of any. Like, nothing's like small. Like in such small doses. What would be good?
Right. I'm sure I'd have some. It'd be about India.
I think mine I would be self-promotional. I think I'd probably talk about several questions because it like is related to. Well, let's all vow to do that because that is kind of related to Jeopardy in a way, in that there's questions and answers.
Yeah.
So you could be like, it says here, you love Blossom. I'd be like, what? I didn't mean to put that. That was like the fifth. They asked for 5, and that was the 5th one I wrote down.
You love local farming.
You love local farming. Yeah. It says here, in your opinionation, the local farming is going to benefit from the sun surely shining. All right, I think we nailed that one.
Sure.
What is your favorite stuffed animal of all time?
This I get the questionator's kind of showing his age here. He said stuffed animal, and now they say stuffy.
Stuffies.
Do you know why? Do you have an idea why?
Nope.
My guess is because a lot of stuffies aren't animals anymore.
Oh yeah.
Like
There's
the
all kinds of
Squishmallows
things.
and in today's woke toy manufacturing climate, stuffed animals got canceled.
Right.
That's offensive now to the Squishmallows. Like, technically, I'm actually not an animal. So,
Are they? Okay. But we're talking about our generation, where back when they really were animals, right?
well, I guess unless you have one recently that you are really fond of. Mine would probably be. I had 158 at my height in my collection when I was a kid. I really loved them. One time for Easter, I wished for a potion that would make my stuffed animals come to life, but not poop or eat. I had that disclosure in there at 5. But I don't know where I got the idea that I was allowed to ask for stuff from the Easter Bunny.
Maybe you just made it up.
I think it was probably like I was really online, coming online at 5 or so, that's when you really start like figuring shit out a little more, I feel like. Yeah. And so I had just gone through Christmas, but I didn't really seize the opportunity. And then I was like, I can't wait till next Christmas to take advantage of this.
And what's this Easter Bunny do, really? I mean, it's got to grant wishes, right? It's got to be something special about it.
Well, it's
why not?
I mean, it's a bunny that lays eggs. It's magical already, so we gotta see what. You don't like that?
I mean, it's cool, but there's gotta be more.
Yeah, exactly. Give me some wisdom.
I don't like it at all. Bunnies shouldn't be doing.
No, I think that's against nature.
I mean, they're colorful eggs.
So do these bunnies have cloacas? Well, that word really caught in my throat.
I think
Cloacas.
I don't think so.
I mean, do these bunnies or the Easter bunny have a cloaca?
Yeah, I think it must then. Right?
So it poops out of and pees out of that same hole? Or does it have both? Is it like multi-holed?
I think it's like, you know how birds just kind of have one.
Go with a multi-hold.
You know, if you think about it, the cloaca is kind of a magical
hole.
Piece. Yeah, magical hole in the first place. So I guess if the Easter bunny's going to have a hole, it would be a magical one. So
yeah, it's a good point.
And it's like sparkly.
Yeah, sparkly. I would say Kermit the Frog, that stuffy was fun because it flew really well. Like you could grab it by its legs and like swing it between your legs and throw it straight up into the air, and he would fall really funny because his arms were all flaily, So that was really fun. Kermit. That might be, for practical reasons, my favorite stuffy. Not necessarily like my most comforting one, but also I have one that I still have that's Spot, and it's just a dog puppet that doesn't have a moving mouth and no longer has a mouth because the thread is all fallen off. But I always make him say really mean stuff, and it's fun. What about you guys? Were you guys big stuffy kids?
Yeah, I still have a whole bunch in a garbage bag. But cool. I think the favorite one would be an animal stuffy. Not like a stuffed animal, but animal from the Muppets.
I was like, okay, I think we've established what we're talking about, Johnny. You don't have to keep hammering this home, but okay. So like animal, like the Muppet.
Yeah, he was a tiny one, though, so it was cool.
Like this big?
A little bigger. Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And
for the at-home audience, I was doing this.
Yeah, he was doing that. I mean, just to be clear, what he means by size. That, it's kind of like...
It's the same size as that.
Yeah, what Finn did. So, it was pretty cool. And I don't have it anymore, so it's raised in value in my heart, I guess.
Yeah, I see. Absence makes the heart grow.
And it was like my first one, I think. Or at least that I can remember as a child.
What happened to it?
I had that thing for a long time.
Do you remember what happened to it?
I think I lost it at one point because I kind of, you go through phases, and obviously, things like that meant everything to me as a small child. And then by the time I started getting to adolescence, it just kind of became less valuable.
Yeah.
So then I moved a lot, and it just kind of got lost in transition.
Yeah. Damn it.
Yes.
Lost in transition, just like that movie. It's Bill Murray. Bill Murray was my favorite stuffed animal, now that I remember. What about you, Finn?
He's Lost in Translation character, or was it just his?
No, Lost in Transition.
Lost in Transition character. Did he have like a robe on?
No, it was actually from Groundhog Day. Yeah, there was a bunch of them. Okay, Finn, you.
I had like a big old snake that I liked. I didn't have any Muppet stuff. It's cool that you guys had. I had a Muppet Baby, like noise making thing, but it got sold in a garage sale, and then a book, Muppet Baby book. Never any Muppet stuff, so I'm jealous.
Yeah, you should be. They were pretty awesome. Do you think it was because your parents didn't love you?
Sure.
I'm just kidding around. That's all the time we have for several questions today. Is that what you say? No, I think we say, that's all the questions for today. Now get out there, ask questions, be curious, not furious, and always remember, you can't have eclipses without lipses. For Johnny Fisher and Finn Hammond, I'm Nate Chappell, and this is Several Questions.
Thank you for listening to Several Questions, a production of Wolf Out Radio. Click on the link in the show notes for more Wolf Out shows.